All right, we're in here in the office at InfoWars. Dale Rundus, one of our supporters, is here, and he's already given us a big fat donation to pay for bandwidth. Our bandwidth and stuff's going up to about $30 grand a month with IT, so it's hard for us to continue operating. So Daryl comes to the rescue. So I'll turn the radio show into a complete infomercial. Though this video is brought to you by the new line of Patriot T-shirts we have. Great way to wear these, spread the word, meet like-minded people. Live free or die. We're not like the government that taxes you and comes and takes your money and uses it to enslave you. We just ask you to help us continue the operation. Daryl is kind of a joker, and he says if I can eat 6 saltine crackers in 1 minute, that I get $1,000, and I can use that as bandwidth to then fight the New World Order. So I have to do circus seal tricks around here. This is the humiliation of Alex Jones. Now, I know saltines, I'm not allowed to drink water. And so I know they're going to be really dry. I'm not going to be able to do it.
There is no doubt that the world's controllers do believe they're channeling angels, space aliens. Tony Blair flops around on the ground every morning, channeling the, quote, spirit of light. Know that they're cross-species chimeras, cross-species, spider with goats, humans with pigs, chimpanzees with humans, growing at least for a decade, humanoids, they're part bovine, in utero and cows for organ harvesting.
Now that I know fast, it's like torture, it's like fiberglass.
Orders them back from the dead, and the men around me were going, oh, and they were really, I mean, they were taking this, all these world leaders were really taking this serious.
I'll make it 2,000. 3.
Somebody get the vacuum cleaner.
You gotta swallow, Alex.
He's
gonna do it.
It's like
8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah!
I'll never eat another protein crackers. They're horrible. I don't know.
Oh, that's great.
Can't wait to hear the comments about this.
The potatoes that we're eating are killing us. Do as you're told. You will accept the love of Lucifer. You will kill people in mass. The police will wear the black uniform of Saturn. We will murder you for the love of Lucifer, for the loving, sweet death of Lucifer. There is no doubt that the world's controllers do believe they're channeling angels, space aliens, these eels, Flotsam and Jetsam swimming around. Did Poseidon with the mermaid spraying the water on them, sort of doing the mock sacrifice, and they were like, oh, yes, oh. The goddess with a flaming sword, and down below her little demons, and then little demons with pitchforks. Around on the ground every morning, channeling the, quote, spirit of light. This is exactly how it's going to be. He calls a disturbance, send him to Camp 7. And then they'll put you on a helicopter, fly you 100 miles, and there it'll be, you son of a bitch, you want to cause problems? Come here, Jones. All right, knock your teeth out, you son of a bitch. Die, you son of a bitch. Yeah, we roll. I'm going to put battery acid all over this. You're Al-Qaeda. Yes! Yes! Oh! Where they're just waiting. They would just take them and go, throw them in the pit.
They're Jesuits and a lady, and they're up at the, what was now Jesuit Spiritual Center, quote unquote. It was a novitiate for many years, first started in 1930. And here is Martin Sheen, who changed his name from Martin Estevez to Martin Sheen after Bishop Fulton Sheen.
Right.
And Bishop Fulton Sheen was the bosom buddy of Cardinal Francis Spellman. Bishop Sheen was also a Mason. Bishop Sheen was a very sinister individual, and Martin changes his name to match that of the bishops. Okay, Martin Sheen is a coadjutor, and he is highly praised by Alex Jones, without Alex Jones ever mentioning Martin Sheen is Jesuit connected. And of course I connect him to his narration of the secrets of the Titanic.
Bring me another to the pit. And I'm going to beat you. would take turns beating and beating. And it would take turns beating and beating.
Put forth by National Geographic in 1984, and I used a picture off that in my book. And so it shows that the Titanic was very much involved with the Jesuits, because the man who took pictures of those on the Titanic was Francis M. Brown, who was a young Jesuit at the time, and Martin Jones narrates about the priest on the Titanic. The lucky priest departed to Queenstown. And by the way, someone had offered the priest the Jesuit passage to New York, and he sent a letter to his provincial, and the provincial had a one-sentence response: "Get off that ship." Yeah. Provincial.
Right.
So here we have Sheen's connection to the Jesuits, and that's Jones' connection to Sheen.
Know that they're cross-species chimeras. Cross-species, spider with goats, humans with pigs, chimpanzees with humans, growing at least for a decade. Humanoids, they're part bovine, in utero, and cows for organ harvesting.